I'm just going to sit down for now. We're going to need to stand up. Welcome. We are going to do today in Ageless Balance. We're going to start out with warm ups. They will be standing warm ups. Have your chair, the reason I have this here, have your chair ready. There will be some things that, yeah, you may want to do with the chair. I will show most of it using the chair, the ones that need to be. Up to you whether you want to use it or not. Always, always, always do what's best for you. Do what's safest for you. Knees up, alignment, knees, toes, hip, face, eyes, shoulders, everything pointing forward. Right now, everything points forward. Bring that foot up and let's get the arms involved too. Uses up a little more calories, gets the heart rate up just a little bit, and it balances you. It balances you and it gives you a little more endurance using the upper body and the lower body together. I am working upwards and backwards. You can too. You can too. All right, step out to the side and bring it in. Other side out and in. Just a tap. Work on keeping everything forward. Toe is forward as you tap out to the side and out. Arm with it. Push and bring it back in. Other side. Roll the hand, drive it out, bring it in. So today is going to be a little more intense. We're going to be doing strength exercises. We will do upper and lower strength exercises, but if you want, you can do them seated and do just the upper body. Always an option for you. Push and in. I will do them though, the standing exercises with the chair, using that to keep my posture. Out and in. All right, push up overhead. So as you take that foot out, reach shoulders across, rotate the shoulders and back. Feel the stretch going up the spine. If you roll the hips, there is no stretch through the shoulders, through the spine. So don't roll the hips. Again, keep them forward, up, and up, reach. Other side, right straight across. Shoulders rotate as far as you can get them, keeping them in a straight line, and push. Don't just take one arm and reach across. No, no good. Get both arms going. We want to get that thoracic spine, that rotational part of the spine, rotating, flexible. Out, out, and we're there. Butt kickers, bring the heel up. Take your time. Here again, if you want, might be a good place to use a chair, just to make sure that what we're trying to do here is get the quadriceps stretched out, hamstrings warmed up by lifting that lower leg. We're not looking at balance here, so hold on to the chair, get that heel as high as you can, up. Or if you don't need it, that's perfect, but get the arms moving. Up, up. Squats. Squats we go to. I'm going to use the back of the chair. Butt goes back. Keeping hands on the back of the chair, rolls the shoulder blades back as you come down, keeping you from leaning forward and up. Because this is how I normally see squats. Squats are called. And up. But you need to keep the shoulders back, chest up, knees over the laces of the shoes, and back up, down, bring the arms up overhead. And again, if you're using the chair to do that with, come down and then bring the arms up. Alternate, other side, down, keeping your shoulder blades back, keeping all of the joints, toes, knees, everything pointed forward, and up one more time, down, and up, into a hip hinge. Feet stay apart. We're going to go into a butt back, hands on the thighs on this one. Or if you want to use the back of a chair, you can do that going into a tabletop. That works too. Down, keeping the shoulder blades back. This is the important piece, that straight line from the back of the head to the tailbone. Down and push up again. Same with here. Put the hands on the thighs. Keep the shoulders back. Roll them back. Roll the hips forward. Pushing up, driving right through the heels, coming up. Or the back half of the foot. Down, roll, and push up. Only come down as far as you can keep the chest out. And then roll. If you get to that point where you have to bend because the muscles aren't stretching enough, you've gone too far. You can't go forward like that. Puts all sorts of stress on the back, especially if you roll the shoulders down. And up one more time. Down and up. Side to side. Same thing. Shoulders come straight to the floor. Hips stay square. And push up to the other side. Down. Stretches on the inner thigh and in the hamstrings on that lead leg, the bending knee. Knee stays over the ankle though. Don't let it go forward. And don't let your torso twist. Again, if you want, use the chair. Down and up. The chair will help you keep the shoulders straight. If you hold on to the back of it and just come right straight down, head toward the chair and back up, down and up. It's a really good cue, way to force you into the position, the posture you're supposed to be in when you do these. And up, down, and back up again. Excuse me. Stepping back in a reverse lunge, bring it up, other side. Step back and up. So I'm going to try this again. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Left leg goes back, right arm goes back. Left leg goes back, right leg goes back, left arm back and up. Get that feeling of using your arms with your movement. For some people, it is so difficult, and it is so important for balance. Back and up. For walking, having those arms move at the same time. Back and up, back and up. The other thing you can do is you can use a chair on this and, excuse me, step back using the chair to hold the torso up and then push through that front leg, alternating down and up, down and up. So that is another way you can do it. Anytime we do these, that's an option. I want you to step out. So we did that weight shift lunge out to the side and then switching to the other side. Pick that foot up, bring it in. Step up, step out, down in a hip hinge, push up to the flat of the foot and in. Again, chair, absolutely. Drive up through that foot, bring it in, walk it in slowly. Up, out, excuse me, up and in, out and in, other side, and back again. Again, back of the chair. We're going to do heel raises. We're working these muscles in the back of the lower leg, using that to lift the heel up and back down. So again, we're not doing balance. Use the chair. We want to make sure we get those muscles warmed up in the calf muscles. And that's it. And back up. Keep the knees bent just a little bit as you come up and back down. So don't lock. It's really easy to let those knees go all the way backwards. You don't want that. You want to keep a little bit of bend. The other thing you want is you want to feel weight in the great toe and that second toe, not just to the outside. Straighten out those legs. Keep the knees over the ankles. Up and back down. Bring it up and back down. Toes out. Same thing. Up and back. You're going to feel this up the outside of the leg coming up into the glutes because those muscles are working to bring that foot out or to hold that foot out. So it's up. Foot stays flat. You roll it to the outside and back down. It's going to want to come in, knees drop or collapse, and you got all the weight under that great toe. You don't want that. You want the ball of the foot to the inside to outside of the ball of the foot. Up and back down. Keep it right there. Feel the pressure on the knuckle under the little toe. And back down. Up. Knees stay over the ankles. Again, don't let them collapse. If you do that, the ankle's going to cramp. And back down one more time. Up. And back down. Okay, so that time we worked the outside. Now, toes in. Like that. And up. And back down. This time you're going to feel the inner thigh working, doing the work. Make sure you've got a little bend in the knees coming up. You want to make sure that great toe, the knuckle behind it, is on the floor. Again, it's going to want to roll out. You want to keep it flat. Up and back down. Use the chair. Use the chair for balance. We're doing warm up. We're doing strength here, working the muscles. Up and back down one more time. Up and back down. I'm going to get rid of the chair on this one. Forward lunge, just stepping it out and bring it back. Don't go forward. Don't lean into this. This is stepping out, pushing off that front foot, and then the back foot does the work to hold you upright as you bring that leg back. So it's out and in. Arms go with it. Out, push back, out, and in. As you go forward, don't let that knee go past the toe. Don't lean into this with the knee coming forward. This is out, heel hits the ground, and you kind of come down the middle here. Knee goes a little bit over the laces of the shoes, but that's it. And back up, down, bending that back leg, pushing up, and there. Stepping out, stagger step, right here. Knees over the ankles, hands up, or knee over the ankle on that front leg. Elbows out, so you keep the shoulders straight. Rotate, just the shoulders. Keep the torso forward. Feel the stretch through the upper back, through the shoulder blades. And bring it back to center. Other side, same thing. Second verse, same as the first. Out. And roll it. Keep that knee pointing forward. Don't let it flare out. You want to keep the foot flat on the floor. If the knee drops out, hips are going to go too. And it causes all sorts of problems for the joints, for the lower back. Back over to the other side. Feet are parallel. Front foot, you've got that knee right over the ankle. Elbows out, so you turn both shoulders. This time turn the torso with it, keeping that foot flat on the floor. So rotation is happening in the middle of the back. The only place rotation happens in the back. Other side. Otherwise, it's just muscles pulling. And around. They may try to turn, but there's no hinge back there to help them. All right. We're done. We're done with warm-ups. We're going to grab weights. Get a drink of water. So we're going to do these either, I'm going to do them standing. If you want to do it sitting, do the upper body. Move the legs around a little bit. You can always go. Every time you're doing upper body, you can just lift the legs, kick out, things like that to work these muscles in the lower body. Even if you're seated. Two weights to start out with. First one we're going to do. Pretty easy. Shoulder blades are back. Bend the elbows. Bring the arms up on the sides. And back down. Making sure weight is from ball of the foot to the heel. There's a little bend in the knee. You're in neutral position, ear over shoulders, over hips, over ankles. So how you make the modifications on this, if you want it to be more intense, extend those elbows out just a little bit more and bring them back. Or if that's too much weight, bend the elbows and bring them up. It's still an arc. You're bringing the weights out like you're a bird flapping its wings and back in. However you do it, however much bend you put in there, up to you, up to your body today, right now. You ready? Let's go up and back down. Take your time. Stay at the top for just a little bit. Right there. Hold. And back down. Core stays tight. Shoulders stay back so you don't pinch the front of that shoulder socket. Up and back down. Shoulders getting tired. Mine is, so I'm going to bend the elbow a little bit. Up and back down. You should be feeling this right on the outside of that shoulders. There's 3 muscles that run through there, 3 deltoids. Front, middle, and back. This is the middle one. It lifts the arm up to the side. 5 seconds. Up and back down. One more time. One more. Up and back down. Arms down. Roll the shoulders. Full bend in the elbows. This time, I'm asking you to put the bend in the elbows because we're going to do a pulse. So you're going to be keeping the arms up on top, right here. Down and up, down and up. If you go way out to the side and do this, it really exhausts the muscle, really fatigues it. Maybe you can. Maybe your weight's light enough that you can do that. I'm going to do it with a bent elbow, down and up, isolating completely that deltoid on the outside of the arm, outside of the shoulder, down and up. Small move, keeping it under tension. Time under tension is what gives you muscle growth. Down and up, that's what strengthens the muscle, increases the density of the muscle. Time under tension. When you let the arms go down on the sides, There's no tension on that muscle anymore. That's all break. Nothing is happening for that muscle when you do that. Up and back down. 10 seconds. Down, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Wow. Feel that. All right. Palms forward. We're doing a biceps curl. Biceps curl. Elbow stays next to the torso. Hands come up in front. Arc up and arc back down again. Go a quarter of the way up, 3/4 of the way up. So you come up. Here's where you rest at the bottom. Don't go all the way down, letting the arms hang. Again, you want to keep those muscles under tension. So it's up and back down. That's it. That's simple. Keep the hands parallel with the floor, the weights parallel with the floor. What I see a lot is this, where the weight's at the top, roll in. You want to get the outside of those biceps muscles. So to do that, you've got to use those muscles to hold the arms out, to rotate externally. Palms straight up and back down. 10 seconds left. Make sure you got a little bend in those knees. Shoulder blades are back. Don't let the weights pull you forward. Up and down. Rest for a couple seconds. 15-second break we take. We're going to do the same thing. Elbows at 90. Up, down, up, down. Again, keeping those biceps under tension. Muscles in the front of the upper arms. Shoulder blades are back. You're in a straight line. Let's go. Up and back down. What you want to feel are those muscles in the front of the arm working the entire time. There should never be a rest for them. There shouldn't be a time where you don't feel that they're under tension. So if you're down here, you're not going to feel it. Keep it up here. If you go too high, that's giving it a rest again. Shoulder or the elbow is doing the work to hold it. So you want to stay out in front with just that little bit of bend. Down and up. Let's do 3 more. Up. 2 more. And last one. Up and back down. Roll the shoulders out. We're doing those feet out things. So just starting with that, if you're on a chair, put the weights on the legs. We're going to bring the heels up just like we did before. But now we've got a little weight in between there, making it just a little more intense. Again, if you're doing this seated, put the weights on the thighs as you bring the heels up. So toes are out, plie squat, up and back down, up. Do a little bit of a squat in here if you can. Push up, toes. Toes do not do the work. All the weight is in the ball of the foot. All the pressure. Toes are for balance. You got to put them down every once in a while to make sure the feet stay flat. You should feel this in the inner thighs and the outer thighs, keeping that ball of the foot flat on the floor. 10 seconds left. Up and back down. Up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're done with that. We're going to do pulses. We can do this with pulses. We're going to do a little bit of the butt back. And if you can, heels up and just keep the heels up if you can. The other thing you can do is hold on to the back of the chair, toes out in that plie, get down and then use the chair to balance you, but don't let the heels go down to the floor. So I'd rather have you go to this using the chair to keep you balanced than to let the feet keep coming down because it's hard to balance with this. So let's get started. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it this way because it's just as effective. Get those heels up as high as you can. Make sure the ball of the foot is flat on the floor. Remember, toes are for balance. They are not for weight. Don't come up so high that you're on the toes. Roll up and back down. Heels up. You're right over the top of the hips. You're going right straight up and back down again. So you're not pushing forward. It is right straight up. Hip is tucked underneath the torso, up and back down. 10 seconds. Bring it up and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay, what are we doing next? I don't know. I do know. We're going to do deadlifts. So arms in front of the thighs, a little bend in the knees, coming down. Only come down as far as you can get where the shoulders don't roll forward. If you start to get down there and the shoulders roll, and that's how you get deeper, you're not doing it right. Come down, push the butt out, knee stays over the ankles, and push back up again. If this is hard, get rid of the weights. Don't do it with the weights, but work on this. Down and back up, keeping the back straight, butt goes right straight out, knees stay over the ankles. We're doing it. This isn't demonstration anymore. This is real. This is the real thing. Out and back up. Down to the knees, no farther. At that point, you get to the knees. Push the butt out farther. And then come up. Farther out the butt goes, the more you have to work to get it back in again. Down and up. Again, if you need to, use the chair. Grab onto the back of the chair. We have 10 seconds left. Going down and squeeze, coming back up again. Really concentrate on the knees, staying right over the ankles. All the work is done through the butt, through the glutes. All right, we're done with that, but not completely done. Pulses. So what we're going to do is stay down right here, and it's squeeze the glutes, relax them, squeeze and relax. It is just like you're on the floor doing a hip bridge, where that butt comes up off the floor with the feet on the floor all the way through. It is the same thing. It is just squeezing those glutes. Ready, up, back down, up, squeeze it and take it down. And this is the best way I can show it. That butt goes right straight out. You see the knees don't move forward. Back and up. Shoulder blades stay back, chest stays out, so you've got that straight line going from the back of the head all the way to the tailbone, down and up. Don't have to go very deep. All you got to do is feel these muscles, especially in that glute fold right between the butt and the leg. That's where you're really going to feel it a lot. Push out, bring it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And done. Next, we're going to do, grab onto the chair. One weight down, set the other on the chair. Grab the chair, go into a stagger step. Right like this. Weight in the front leg, knee over the ankle. If you can do it without the chair, that's fine. I really want you to concentrate, though, on using that chair to push the shoulders back. Without the chair, we have this tendency to roll our shoulders forward. Grab on, push up through it so that you keep those shoulders back, and then narrow row, triceps extension, in and back forward. Also, you're using the chair to not let you twist. As you come back forward, there's this tendency to kind of roll the hips as you're coming forward. Push off that chair. Don't lean on the chair. Use the muscles in that leg to hold you up. Use the muscles in the core to keep you from turning. But if it's happening, use that chair. Back, shoulder blades back. Extend at the elbow. Back in and out. In, shoulder blade back as far as you can get it. Keep it squeezed in there nice and tight. And back out. Coming in at a diagonal. That's the other thing, is don't just lift the weight with the arm hanging. Get that arm out front. Use those muscles in the front of the shoulder. Up to hold that weight. Up. Back. Extend. In and out. Triceps extension pulse. Grab onto that chair one more time. Elbow back. Arm extended. Little movement through the elbow so that you're working that muscle in the back of the upper arm. If it is too much, get rid of the weight completely. Other thing, don't let the wrist bend. Stays in a straight line the whole time. Up and back down. The hand never moves. Only movement is happening in the elbow. We started. Out, back. I started about 10 seconds ago. And then out, in. If you didn't, you have to work overtime. Make sure the weight's in the ball of the foot to the heel on the front leg. Keep that elbow back. Mine was starting to come down. Comes down nice and easy. Don't let it. Up, back. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Last one, we'll take a break. We'll take a break. Going into that stagger step again. The foot that was up front before is now in back. Arm out front. Find your balance. Get the feet wherever you need them. They should be parallel. Again, worried about alignment. Always thinking about it. Elbow back. Extend. Back in and out. Remember, the weight is in the ball of the foot to the heel. It's really easy to put the weight into the toes. Don't do that. They're not meant for that. Out. In. Bring it back. Extend at the elbow. Back to the middle and out in front. Up. Only thing moving is the shoulder and the elbow. Back. Extend. In and out. 10 seconds. At the elbow. Back in. One more time. In. Back. Release. Take a break. Take a rest. We have one more to do. We have to do that pulse. We're going to do that pulse for the muscle in the back of the upper arm, those triceps muscles. And elbow back. Do it. Out. Relax. Out. So my shoulders were forward. My chin was on my chest. I'd lost my posture completely. Shoulder blades back, chest out. Keep the back straight as you're doing this. Out and in. The only thing that's curved on that back is that lower back. The lumbar spine. That's where you should get a little bow inwards, a little bit, down and up. That is the neutral position. 10 seconds left. Out, in. Again, don't let the wrist go. That makes it easier, actually. This makes it a lot harder, and it also works the forearm. And one more time. Up, release. Set that down. Sit down, take a break. There's a lot of work. So I was doing class this morning, and outside I heard a lawnmower. That is the first lawnmower I've heard in 2 years. And it was like, I stopped in the middle of my presentation. I was amazed to hear it. And it brought back all sorts of really bad memories of mowing grass, and like twice a week. Not only do I not mow, that was the first one I've even heard here. All right, we're going to do just a little bit of cardio to finish up here. Use the chair as much as you need it. I'm stressing that. It's up to you to decide. If you can't maintain posture, use the chair to help you. But don't use the chair as a crutch. Don't lean into it like you're doing a push-up and putting all the weight into the chair. Use the body to maintain. And the chair is just to keep you balanced, keep the form, keep the shoulders back. Something, that it's doing, keeping the legs in as you go back and down so that they're not going forward. Holding onto that chair, keeping the shoulder blades back. That's going to keep the knees right straight down, right straight up. All right. First thing, arms out. Just a hip hinge. Down, butt back, knees over the ankles, and back up, arms come down. Up to the sides, butt goes back. Again, it's a hip hinge. It's just like our deadlift. Knees stay over the ankles, butt goes back. Only go down as far as comfortable for you. It may be 6 inches. It may be 2 inches. Doesn't matter. Get that butt out. Concentrate on that, just driving the butt out, and then bringing it back in by squeezing the glutes, pushing forward. Back and up. Out. Bring it in. If you can go a little deeper, go for it. Shoulder blades back, chest out, and back in. Couple more times. Down but back, and bring it in. Last one. Out. Hold, and in. Arms right straight out to the sides. We're going to do a windmill. So this is taking the arms and just rotating the shoulders, keeping the arms in a straight line. Don't come across with one arm. They stay in a straight line. If the arm behind you can only go back so far, front arm should not be going past that straight line, that 180 degrees. So it is down, a little bit of a bend, a little bit of a hip hinge in here. Rotate the shoulders, bring it back in. Again, we're working the middle of the back. We lose rotation. We're not able to see behind us. We can't see when we change lanes. And up, rotate. With this, it gives you the ability to turn down and up, down and up, hands on the thighs. We're going to go down on the side, butts right straight back, and push up. This is kind of a cardio thing, so there's not going to be a whole lot of breaks. And up, grab onto the other side, down, drive up, foot's flat on the floor, ball the foot to the heel, push right straight up, butt comes to the center. As you go down, don't let yourself rotate, shoulders right down to the floor, right straight back up again. So it's down, knee stays in, and back up. Feel the inner thigh working, feel the muscles in the back of the upper leg. Arms out to the side. So here we go, sides. Rotate in that windmill as you come right straight down, push back through that foot and come up. Other side, rotate. It's still, nothing changes except you're bending this lead knee, pushing the butt back and up. Everything else is the same as when you did just the straight, shoulders rotating, down and up. Rotate and back, shoulders, hips stay square to the floor. Hips do, shoulders can't. Back, but you're looking right straight down underneath you, so you know that you're going right straight down. If you see yourself looking off to the side, you know that you're doing a rotation through the hips. Don't do that. And up, down, bring it back. Last one, back and up. Repeaters. Chair as much as you need. We're going to take arm out, leg back, going into a diagonal from the fingertips to the heels, and up and back out again. Grab onto the chair. So what I don't want is you just bringing the foot forward and stepping back again. I want you to bring that leg up. And if that means you have to use the chair so you don't tip over, use the chair. It's up, full extension out, bring it up, step out. Stationary leg, knee stays over the ankle, out, in, squeeze it, drive out, bring it up. Using the core, using these hip flexors to lift, using the lower abs to bring that hip up and around, out, in, squeeze it, weights in the the ball of the foot to the heel on a stationary leg, bring it up, extend out, up, and out. We got 5 seconds left on this leg. Stationary leg, you should really feel this. Other side. I really feel this. All right, foot back, arm up. Let's go. Squeeze and out. Bring it together, nice and tight. And back, make sure that other foot, you've got the knee toe going in the same direction. So they're right on top of each other. Knee stays over the ankle and back. So the knee doesn't come forward. Knee stays right where it is and out. In and back out. Bring it up. 10 seconds left. Squeeze it. Extend out. Couple more here. Out. In. Last one. Bring it up. We did that. Just a squat. Just a squat. Down and back up. So we're slowing it down a little bit here. After that last one, a lot of cardio in that last one. As you come up, bring the heels up. Down, roll the hips underneath, push up, ball the foot's flat on the floor. Again, if you need the chair, use it. Down. I don't want you trying to balance and wobbling all over the place because you're on the balls of the feet. Use the chair, hold on to it a little bit, and up. Down. If you can, one arm if you're holding onto the chair, overhead, and back down. Upper and lower body working together. Up and back down. Push up and bring it back. On the chair, switch arms. Up, straight up, and bring it back up on the balls of the feet. If you're using the chair, don't use it to hold you up, only for balance. Like hover over the back of the chair. Down and up, 7 seconds. And bring it up. Feel this in the calf muscles. Down and up. arms down. Upper and lower body working together uses a lot more energy. I mean that too. All right. Toe tap out to the side and bring it back. Other side, out and in, out and in. All right. So now we're going to go sideways. Step out, bring that other foot with it. Other side and in, out and in, out and in. If you can, into a squat, out, together, up, back down, step to the side, toes are forward through this whole thing, and back up. When you bring the feet together, they do not touch. And if you want, if it's easy for you, or if you want a little more intensity, stay in the squat. Don't go up on when you get to the middle. This gives those quadriceps a rest. This keeps them involved the whole time. We're also working the muscles on the outside of the hips. You can do this with the chair. Down and back. Down, over, and back. Step, and come back. One more, out, and together. Step jacks. Step out to the outside, arms up over the top. Bring it back in, out. Again, you may be getting super tired. Lower legs, lower body only, or this, arms up over the top. Let's get something moving. Or you can always go to right here, just a march. Nice, easy, feet come off the floor 6 inches. That's fine. Keep moving. Let that heart rate come down if you need to. If you're sweating, give your body a chance to cool off. Out and back, out and back. Bring it in. And we are done. Reverse lunges. Chair in front. It's back and up, back and up. What you're concentrating on here is rolling the hips underneath, pushing through that front leg up. Can't see my hand when it's behind the leg. Back, push up through, down. Keep the torso upright as you do this. It's a split squat. It's down, and then it's a lunge pushing up. So you're not leaning out over the front. You're staying right above the hips all the way through this. Down. Use that front leg as you walk that other leg in slowly and up. Hover with the hands if you can. See if that works for you. And then anytime you need this chair, use it. But if your shoulders start to come down as you go up, as you put that leg back, hold on to the chair and drive those shoulders back. Down and up. Back. Push through that front foot from the ball of the foot to the heel, but especially on the back half of the foot on this one. Heel's doing a lot of work. The back chain through the front leg is where all the activity's happening, all the fun. Back, roll, bring it up, step back, push up, last one, back, and up. Next, we are going to do elbow flies. Arms up, elbows together. If you want here, step out to the side and bring it back in. Go light, go easy. We're starting to cool down now. So this is a little slower than the other ones have been, and each one's going to get a little bit slower and slower, giving the body a chance to cool off, letting that heart rate come down, out, giving the muscles a chance to cool off a little bit, out and in, or just use the shoulders. Stay right where you are, shoulders back, elbows out, elbows together, or as close as you can get them, which is not together for me. And in, out, and in. Step, bring it back, out, and in. We're going to go into a hip hinge, but we're going to take it really easy on this one. So knees over the ankles, butt goes back, hands on the thighs. Just kind of hold in there a little bit. Go down, feel the stretch through those muscles in the back. We used them a lot in that cardio session, and push back up. Again, down, take your time. Another thing you can do that's going to give you a little more stretch is arms out in front, which also lets you push that butt back a little farther because you've got that ballast out front. And up. Feet are apart, toes forward, knees stay over the ankles, butt goes right straight back. Arms down if you can. Push up and back up one more time. Out and roll it up. Grab a drink of water. Sit down. Sit down. We're going to cool down. The rest of the cool down is going to be seated. So part of the class is seated. Like 5 minutes of it. All right, out to the edge of the chair. Arms down on the side, bring them up overhead, roll the shoulder blades back. I really would like, if you can, bring the butt out to the edge of the chair. That glute fold should be right on the edge of the chair if you can. And then shoulder blades back, bring the arms up overhead. As you do, intertwine the fingers, push the palms up towards the ceiling, stretch out the arms, the shoulders, the hands. Going to go into a side bend. Rotate my chair, side bend, down. Butt stays flat on the chair, sits bones attached, and back up. Other side, same thing, take it down. Hold it, and bring it back up again. Down on that side again. Go a little deeper if you can. Feel the stretch through the rib cage. And up, hip, or the sits bones stay flat. Knees stay forward. So you're not leaning up, pulling the butt off the chair. This is all stretch for the upper body. And bring it up. Grab on to the back of your chair. Roll the shoulder blades back. Chest is out. Take them back as far as you can get them. Shoulder blades. Deep breath in. Push the stomach out. Exhale. Bringing the hands forward. Rolling the shoulders. And again, deep breath in, exhale. As you bring the hands behind you, roll the shoulder blades back. We're working on the shoulders and the arms, chest and upper back. And exhale, coming forward. Fantastic. Feet apart. Hands on the thighs, shoulder blades back. You want to have that little curve in the lower back. So it's not here. It is roll the shoulder blades back. Sit up, chest out, and hands on the thighs. Let the body drop using the hands. You want to feel a stretch in the back, lower back. Take the hands, push back up again. Don't use the back to bring you back up. Push through the palm of the hands to bring it up. Slide the hands to the middle. We're going to go down, this time rolling the shoulders toward the floor, but staying straight. Weight goes into the feet. Just let yourself hang there. All the stability is coming from the legs. Now, bring the hands up on the thighs and push on up. Hand outside the thigh. Take that hand and bring it around behind you. Roll the shoulder blades back, looking right straight with the chest. So your chest is moving, so are the eyes in the exact same direction. Bring it around. Roll the shoulder blades back one more time. A little more turn. And right here, if you want to give the neck just a little more stretch, you can. Bring it back and then bring the whole body back again to center. Other side, same thing. Hand outside that thigh. Bring the other hand back behind you. Shoulder blades are back. Chest is out. And that front hand is just keeping that shoulder in place. Back hand is pulling that back shoulder around. So following the chest around, shoulder blades back one more time. Turn the head. Bring it back so you're facing the same direction as the chest. And then bring that whole assembly forward. Arms down. Shake it out. Laying on top of the thighs. Just drop down. Oh, it feels good. Bring the arms up on the sides. Sweeping up. Shoulder blades back to bring you up. So it's up. It's like a reverse swan dive. And arms up, shoulder blades back. Deep breath in through the nose, pushing the stomach out. Exhale as you come back down on top of the thighs. Use the torso, use the thighs. Push them together to get all the air out of the lungs. Exhale hard. And then back up again. Arms first, shoulder blades second. Then that brings the rest of you up over the top of the head. Deep breath in through the nose, stomach out, bringing the arms down on the sides, a little bend in the elbows, and we are done. Nice job. That was a little tougher class today, so I appreciate everybody staying with me. I will see you on Wednesday.